Good morning, YouTube. So, today I'm going to be making a video on why life makes sense. Because during my life, I feel like everything that has happened has, connected in kind of like a storybook kind of way, and every event makes sense. Now, some of them, I don't know like the meaning yet, but my life isn't over yet. I'm 23, but most of the time, life makes sense. And I feel like, when you ask God, hey, can I have this? God gives it to you. And sometimes you have to go through painful events for that thing to perspire and to grow into something that you truly wanted. Like, when I was younger, I always wished, I could get rid of my social anxiety. And, after social isolation and kind of going crazy, I ended up, being crazy enough to where I just don't give a fuck. I just learned to not give a fuck. Really. I don't care. When I'm at work, I'll literally sit there and, pick my nose, and I don't care. I really don't care. And, before, in high school, I was afraid, people were, looking at me weird if I, blew my nose or something. I don't know, but now I just don't care. Now I'll just pick it. I'll dig for gold, right in front of you, and I just don't care. And I feel like that in itself is a great accomplishment, because not giving a fuck is one of the best blessings that God could ever give you. Even if you had to go through a lot of pain to get to this point, hey, you still got to this point, and, your personality is always growing, and it's always expanding to the next horizon and the next level, and you just have to kind of, you have to go, who do I want to be? Do I want to be a friendly person? Do I want to be a person who doesn't give a fuck? Do I want to be like Sally over there, who's so happy and fake? Because I was happy and fake one time, and I started making so many fucking friends, and I was just like, do I actually like these people though? I don't know. I'm not sure yet. But, when I was happy and fake, I'm gonna tell you guys something. I would do this. I would be so friendly. I'd be like, hi guys, blah, 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 blah. And then, literally, bro, in my head, I'm thinking, I don't know if I like these people yet. Because it's like, I'll act like I like you, but I'm not really sure yet. It's not that I don't like you. It's just that I'm not sure. Because when you get to know somebody, then you'll know, hey, I like this person, or hey, I don't. That kind of thing. But it's also just kind of exploring who they are, sort of. And there's nothing wrong with being friendly, because, but I do think that, I was friendly in a way that wasn't, well, I guess it kind of was true to who I was, because that's how I felt at the time. I just felt like making friends, and I was just talking to everybody and just being happy. And a lot of the time, I laugh at my own jokes because it gets rid of the awkwardness, and it just makes everything feel more pleasant. So that's what I do. If nobody else is laughing, I'll laugh. Ah, I'm so funny. That kind of thing. And you just gotta kind of feel around and see, what kind of people these people are, because not everybody is a good person. I've talked to people who I've vibed with, but they were definitely not good. And that's completely fine, but it's also I had to go through a lot of pain to get, become friendly, I guess. But I'm pretty friendly. I do talk to people, but I don't talk to people who have cliques, because those people, for me personally, I don't have any cliques. I'll just, if somebody doesn't talk to me, it really just depends. It's sometimes I feel like it, or sometimes I don't. But if they're in a clique and they're not including you, it's I don't want to be a part of it. They don't say hello. when you say hi, they just ignore you, that kind of thing is just like, okay, I'm not going to talk to you, like, thanks. But yeah. So there's that, and stuff like that. You just kind of have to live and learn and like connect the dots, I guess. Just like kind of just become like your greatest self and whatever, like who you've always wanted to be, sort of. Like I'm pretty much, I've grown so much like since high school ended, and I remember I was so shy, but now I'm not. So there's that. And I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud that God has given me all of these trials and tribulations, and I have successfully, grown past all of the hardships to become who I've always wanted to be, because this is who I've always been. It's just been hiding within myself and my mind, and like I was too scared to talk to people in high school, that kind of thing. And I always prayed to God. I was like, God, I wish you could help me. I wish you could give me the strength to be able to talk to people and not be afraid. And it took a long time, and it took facing those fears. After a time of social isolation, it took like going crazy, like having like a spiritual awakening. It took lots of things to finally get to this point to where I just don't care. And it's just like, why would you care what they think? You don't even know what they think. They could just be mean. Some people are just mean. And they just are always mean because they're always negative. And that's just what they are. They're just negative energy. And you don't want to be a part of that. And I try my best to think the best of people. Even if I see that they're horrible, just because that's who I am. And I try my best to feel, to bring out the positives, I guess. But I also feel like it's very important to, like, I don't know, kind of be selective and not worry about people who make you feel bad, because we don't like those people. Unless you like fighting. Well, then you could talk to them, but you probably end up in a fist fight. I've never been in like an actual fight. Well, besides when I was little, I was like 6. But yeah, I had this friend I used to like fight with. We were like, that was my first toxic friendship, was when I was 6 years old. Because she was a bitch. Like, she was a 6-year-old bitch. Like, I'm not joking. She was a terrible kid. And I was her friend for whatever reason. She was terrible. She was a terrible fucking kid. She was a bad influence, and she's just not good. But, stuff like that. And it's just like, well, that's fine. Like, whatever. I am where I always wanted to be, in a way. I'm 23. My personality has flowered into, kind of a socialite, in a way. I'm definitely a lot more social. So much more social than I was in middle school and high school. And I'm just so proud of myself. And I can just say that. Sometimes you just gotta look at where you are now and go, has God given me what I've wanted? And the answer will usually be yes. And sometimes we just forget that we asked for what we have already. So I asked, hey, I want to not care about what people think about me. And it took years and years and years. But yet here I am today, where I've always wanted to be. And God has given me the strength, because sometimes it comes from within. And sometimes you have to realize that people are not, I don't know, they just are weird. And sometimes they're going through stuff, they're going through whatever, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? They're mostly going through it inside. And, internal condition is very important. My internal condition is good these days. I'd say after I quit my job or whatever, my internal condition has become better. But I'm also applying for other jobs, and I have an interview tomorrow. So there's that. And also, I don't know, it's just like, I don't know. It's just important that your internal condition is good, because you don't want it to affect other people, because when it's bad, when your internal condition needs work, other people will know, because a lot of the time, you're either negative. When people talk to you, you go, ugh, stuff like that. That is an internal problem. It's not about them, it's about how you feel inside. And it stems from fear. A lot of the time, it stems from fear. You're like, oh, I'm scared, kind of thing. It's an instinctual, animalistic thing. But, it's there for survival. It's there because, we're literally animals. We're ape-like creatures. That's what I call it. So, yeah. But, we have instincts. And those instincts are, God talking to us. They're God. The inside of us is like God. And it's very weird, but God is based off of instincts, all that stuff. I don't know how to explain it, but it's very weird. That's it. It's very weird. It's like you can look at somebody, and then they'll feel you looking at them, and then they'll turn around, and you'll be like, oh, how'd they know? How'd they know I was looking? Because the instincts, the animalistic instincts, everybody. And, when you've been through shit in your life, your instincts are going to tell you to not like people. Or, I don't want to talk to that person because I don't feel good about it, kind of thing. But it's also like this. There's also the people who just want to be happy, and they just don't let anybody get them down. I'm not one of those people. I definitely let myself get angry. And it's okay to get angry, especially when someone's being a douchebag. And I don't understand why people say kill them with kindness, because honestly, they could just fuck off and die. Like, they can just fuck off and die if they have something fucked up to say, because I don't care. Just as they don't care. Oh, well, the feeling's mutual, because I don't either, sweetheart. It's like those people that are so mean, and they tell you to, like, oh, kill yourself, and then you're, like, being so nice, and then they still tell you to kill yourself. Are you going to continue being nice to that person? And the answer, why? Like, why? I don't understand why people say you can kill them with kindness. No, you can't. No. If anything, it pisses me off. So I'm going to kill them with my words of wisdom that say, you're a douchebag. And you can die, because if you're telling me to die, maybe you should be the one to slit your throat tonight, because I know that I'm doing it in my imagination for you. So maybe if I visualize it, it'll happen. It's because manifesting, guys. Manifesting. Now, this took a dark turn, but you can manifest anything you desire. And sweetheart, if you're going to tell me to commit suicide, well, I'm not going to care about you, so I think you can fuck off and die. Let me visualize it, and then it'll happen. And then if it does, guess who's going to feel bad? Not me, because guess what? You told me to commit suicide first, and I wouldn't do that to anybody for no reason. But if you're going to tell me that, I have every right to tell you that back. And don't let anybody tell you, oh, you're just being sensitive. No, absolutely not. Imagine some guy comes up to you when you're sitting in a park and goes, "Hey, bitch, you're ugly, go kill yourself." Wouldn't you want to slit their throat? Because I sure would. And I'm just gonna tell you guys something. That's totally, completely normal, and it's fine. Just visualize it, and let the universe take care of it. Don't do it yourself. That's what I do. I let the universe take care of it for me because, honestly, they're trash. I don't like people. I don't like when people say mean things about me. I think they can fuck off and die, honestly, if I'm being fucking honest. But yeah. So there's that. And, if someone's being mean to you, you have every right to be angry, and you have every right to tell them to fuck off. And that's what I think. I don't think you have to be nice. You can be nice all you want, but they're not going to be nice back. Especially if they're mean, horrible people who just came up to you and told you to kill yourself for no reason. Oh, you want to be nice to that? Why? Answer that. I don't know. Does it help? Because he just told you to do it again after you were nice. I think it's time to, not be nice. Sort of thing. That's like someone coming up to you and punching you in the fucking face. Are you gonna be nice to him? Oh, it's okay. I needed a facelift. Is that what you're gonna say? I don't think so. I don't think that's what you're gonna say, okay? Oh, I needed a facelift. Botox! Oh, yeah! I needed Botox! Yes! My wish was granted! Is that what you're gonna tell him? I don't fucking think so. No, you're not gonna tell him that. Okay? That's fucking vile. That's a vile, negative person, and we don't like that, okay? So they can inject that heroin into their body, and they can overdose and die. That's what I think. Let's visualize it, everybody. Let's visualize them overdosing on the heroin that they took. Yes, it's time to die. And then you look at them and you go, oh, yep. And then let God take care of it. You don't even have to know. Just know that he's going to die because he's dumb. And God doesn't like him either, and that's why it happened. Right, everybody? It's because God said, yeah, you're right. He deserves it. And then he slaps him, and then he slaps him down to hell. And that's where he belongs. But yeah. So, there's that. What else am I going to talk about in this video? There's lots of mean people, and you just have to realize, whatever. Just, you're mean and you're unlikable. Yeah. Mean people like that have other mean people as friends. Did you guys notice that? That's not a coincidence. It's, bad people hang out together. Because nobody else likes that. And bad people like to fight. Okay? Like those toxic relationships kind of thing. They're that. And you don't want to be a part of that. They're mean to everybody. They don't like everybody or anybody. Okay? So don't take it personally. Especially when they don't even know who you are. There's nothing wrong with you. It's them. Okay? Just know that. And a lot of people, they think it's them. They think, oh, I'm ugly. Or they think, oh, it's me. It was my fault that he called me ugly and told me to commit suicide. No, bitch. It's his fault. Okay? So he can fuck off and he can go fucking get a sword and slit his throat, and I won't care, and neither will you, because guess why? Because he told you to commit suicide, but you, no, you visualize it and you manifest him committing suicide, and you won't feel bad, because if it happens, it was God saying, okay, he deserves it, and that's it. So, don't do this if you care, obviously. But God will give you what you want. Okay? God has given me what I want. And I'm going to tell you something. It's totally fine to want something that's seen as negative. It's only seen as negative if you think of it like that. Okay? You could think of it as a positive thing, and it would be positive. Okay? It's the same thing. It's a state of mind. It's how you think about the situation. Okay? So, think of it in a good way. That's all I have to say, everybody. I think I'm done with this video, and everyone have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.